What's going on, everyone? We are back again with probably one of the most broken cards in the entire game. Another Unity of Purpose deck, but this time using Baal Organa, which has been one that I've tried to make work and has been, depending on the situation, pretty powerful. So we've got a lot of things going for this new list. Definitely leading into some of the plots, and hopefully we're going to be able to deploy a lot of units and get in some W's. Before we do, a big thank you to my patrons over on Patreon, guys. It is amazing that you all are able to support the channel and help me make some more videos. But what do we got going on here with Baal? So he's very, very weird leader. We can pay one resource to return a friendly resource to our hand, basically drawing one of our previously resourced cards. This can actually be kind of relevant if we do happen to resource a Unity of Purpose in a bad spot. Not that we would normally do that, but we can always return something like that back to our hand. If we're scared it'll get taken from like discard or something like that, we do have to wait till essentially 7 resources to do so to immediately play it, but that's an option we have. Mainly we have this action discard 2 cards to deploy a 3/3. Now, Baal's flip side, don't really care about that, it's just a 3/3, but we also are going to deploy 2 Battle Droid tokens with Droid Manufacturing. Between these two, hopefully Unity of Purpose can set up some really big haymakers. We also have things like Resupply to be able to deploy Baal on turn 2. Really, really accelerated, start getting a bunch of Battle Droid tokens down, and hopefully set up for a powerful Unity of Purpose. On top of that, we've got some plot cards to play. So if we do happen to get this Baal on turn 3, we can deploy like an Unveiled Might, make him a 5/6, which would be, well, kind of obnoxious to deal with. We also have things like the Naboo Royal Starship to give our friendly leader units raid 2 and overwhelm, and things like that to kind of get a little bit of extra value. In terms of new units, well, we get to play with Kino Loy. I'm actually excited about this one. In theory, if we deploy this and deploy about Baal on next turn, he's a 3/5. But we probably have another unit on the board, so you could even attack with Baal, and that makes him become a 4/5 for 3. So we're going to try him out here. We also have cards like Jar Jar for extra plot value, Captain Typho to put up a little Sentinel blocker, and Figure of Unity, as well as Dracelian Commandos to hopefully get us a little bit of late game plot value, but also Figure of Unity kind of go wide. Some other really interesting ones like Opal Rancisis working with Figure of Unity. Very, very solid card because it gives him raid 2 and restore 2 and overwhelm. That's quite interesting. We also have things like Admiral Akbar, Mina Bonteri, Masamita, Gunji, Battlefield Marine to remove and put units on the board, or potentially even draw cards. And then, well, we're playing Command. Just a solid double green card. Lots of things going on in this list. Lots of weird things. Let's see how many games we can win today. All right, very first game, we got Snoke Red over there. Let's mulligan this one into a reasonable hand. Blue leader, I don't think it's going to be all that relevant. I think my opponent's going to be more space focused. Let's start with Battlefield Marine and see where we go from here. Sith Legionnaire. Okay, I think that makes our turn 2 pretty easy, to be honest. We just kill the Sith Legionnaire immediately. I think I'm going to go with the Oppo Rancisis afterwards, and then we will pass. Oh boy, here it comes, guys. Here comes the Baal deploy. Now, we have a lot of options. We could go with Naboo Royal Starship to get a raid to Baal, but also we get a raid to Oppo, so it's 4 damage in total. I can deploy Baal Command, right? That could be an option. I can deploy Baal and go Inspiring Mentor. There's kind of a lot of options here. I think in this spot, I will deploy Baal, and I will discard a couple of cards. Discard the Kino, discard the Captain Typho. What? They're attacking. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to deploy Baal, discard, create 2 battle droids, and put the Naboo Royal Starship down. There's Dryden. Yeah, we're just going to kill Dryden. Attack. And I mean, I think this game is completely over. I don't really see what my opponent could be doing. Right now, we have Command as an option, and Inspiring Mentor, and Dracelian Commandos that we could just drop. This game seems completely over. We will go ahead and just get in for 2 with the space unit. We'll see if they have anything to kill the Naboo Royal Starship. If they do, that's fine. I will probably just go with Inspiring Mentor to start stacking up some experience tokens. They're going to attack base, though, so that's fine. Let's just go ahead and attack him for 5 with our Baal. Then we'll attack in for 5 with our Oppo. Then I suppose we'll play the Dracelian Commandos to kill their unit. And I mean, this is a complete stomp and not even close. Not even close. Yeah, not even close. Good on the blue leader resource, but wow, this was gross. The Naboo Royal Starship really coming in here. I mean, it just ramped up our damage immensely with the Oppo and the Bail Organa. Yeah, go with your overwhelming barrage. It does not matter whatsoever. Does not matter whatsoever. Overwhelming barrage is, of course, one of the scariest cards we can always find up against, you know, the villainy matchups, but doesn't matter how they issue this, it's GG. Does not matter. Just waiting for our opponent. Come on, opponent. Come on. You got this. Okay, there you go. We'll get in for 2, and then Bail Organa. Actually, I could have finished off the game with just a Bail Organa attack, so that was a little bit silly for me, but yeah, GG. Alrighty, into the next matchup, and honestly, this is one of the most terrifying matchups in the entire game. And the main reason for that is they have Boba Fett deploy into top of the summit. I actually really do like the resupply in this matchup because I can go Gunji into resupply and start getting my units down. But we need to get to, you know, maybe a unity of purpose very quickly. Otherwise, we just straight up lose. Like, it is just going to be a complete loss. Let's go ahead and claim. Okay. I mean, there is a unity of purpose right there. Yeah, I mean, that is a unity of purpose. Let's see what we can do with it. I will go ahead and attack the HK because I don't want him picking off my battle droids. Man, there's a unity of purpose. So we will potentially, I mean, if we deploy Bail now, open fire. Okay, let's go with resupply here. Okay, let's go ahead and discard some cards, create some battle droid tokens, and we will kill off the HK. Pass. Double battlefield marine. Not super excited about that, but it's reasonable. It's reasonable. They did have the open fire to kill off Gunji, so we will see what they decide to do on this following turn. I mean, they may just have like an open fire part 2 for this Bail. Okay, let's go and attack, create the battlefield marine, and pass. Ooh, interesting. I think we could preserve 1 turn here and go unity of purpose next turn. So I'm going to resource the Jar Jar because I'm going to go get this Naboo Royal Starship down. Darth Vader. Wow, that is disgusting. Like, that is so gross. I mean, holy, that is just so over. Just so over. I mean, I think we have to go unity of purpose here to make it so that we can at least get in a lot of damage. They're not going to be able to double trigger the Vader. They're going to kill Bail. Interesting. Get in for 6. Wow, Vader's so gross. Like I said, this matchup is completely brutal. If they didn't have the Vader, I would be a little bit more, you know, open in this matchup, but man, that is brutal. We do have Bail deploy to go with Jar Jar or something of that note. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, technically, if we deploy Bail, we could play Jar Jar and we get a 5-powered unit, which technically with Battlefield Marine does win. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. Okay, you're going to take out both of the units here. Attack in for 3 with the Battlefield Marine. Ruthless Raider. Oh, we won. We won. We could go Naboo Royal Starship and Jar Jar Binks, which allows us to survive the Boba Fett flip, and that is GG. Wow, we actually won this matchup. Wow, this is a horrible matchup. But we actually got there with the Bail Organa deploy. If I were them and I was in the previous turn with my, you know, I would not have, I don't think I would have killed the Bail Organa. And the reason I would have done that is because now we get an extra deploy potentially, and we could potentially trigger all of our plot cards. That was the turn where we went Unity of Purpose and got in the damage. But now, since we were able to deploy Bail Organa again, we got so much more value. Whew, that was awesome. Alrighty, we get the mulligan in this hand. No turn one play up against Cassian Green here. Okay, we got Mita Bonteri. Probably resource the Keto. Admiral Akbar could potentially be pretty good. I like resupply in general. It may be something I play on turn 2. It may be that I play Admiral Akbar on turn 2. We will find out. Resupply, just getting down a bunch of units early on in the game, I think is where we want to be in general. So Mita Bonteri, I like that one. Can always, get that when defeated trigger for the most part. Let's go ahead and claim. Admiral Akbar looking a lot weaker now that they went with a space unit. Okay. So I can discard these two and preserve command, I suppose. Yeah, let's just go ahead and resupply here. I'm going to preserve the attack from Mina so that I can get the restore 1 at least. We'll see what they have. They could be going mainly space focused here, but Luke Skywalker, wow. Very, very aggressive. That's always what I'm scared of, huh? Always what I'm scared of. We're going to be able to get in a good amount of damage here, but remember, they have 33 HP and we have 24. So let's get in for 3, pass. Another Mita Bonteri. I mean, we'll resource here. I'm going to go command. I'm probably going to go 2 experience tokens deal damage. Probably 2 experience tokens over on the Mita Bonteri, simply because we want to keep her alive as much as we possibly can. And we'll see what my opponent decides to do as a follow-up. Fleet Lieutenant. Wow, this is so brutal. Yeah, we're going to go 2 experience tokens to Mita Bonteri. Friendly unit deals 4 to the... Wait, what? What? Oh, they're triggering the Luke. I was like, why isn't this guy dying? What the heck? That looked weird to me. Okay, not horrible in terms of where we're at, but it's going to be a little bit tough. We're going to start killing off all their units. We get Bale back into the leader slot. Dracelian Commandos, blue leader. Let's resource the Dracelian Commandos because we can deploy that using plot here. We can also go like Mita Bonteri if she happens to die here. And then play out Unveiled Might on the Bale. Got a couple of options. But we really are trying to preserve our HP here. Yeah, let's kill off Fighters for Freedom. Reveal the 2 cards, draw a card. Mas Amedda comes in. Interesting. Okay, I think we just go ahead and deploy Bale, discard. And then we will play the Commandos using plot. Heal 1. Man, Unity of Purpose would be so good in these spots. Pass. Kino Loy. We have blue leader. I think the Mas Amedda is going to be the resource here. I mean, my opponent, can do the whole I attack with Cassian, or I deploy Cassian. I've got the initiative. He doesn't die. So that's always, going to be relevant for them. The Battle Droid tokens are actually doing a lot of damage. So that's always a scary, scary thought. Oh, we did put a Unity of Purpose back into our resource pile. That's really interesting, actually. We cleared out their entire board. Okay, there is the Naboo Royal Starship. Let's attack the Cassian. Now, they could choose to attack it in for 8, which is a lot of damage. Or they could choose to kind of, skip out on the turn. We'll see what they decide to do. Okay, they attacked. We're going to claim. Hopefully they don't have another play here. If they do, that'd be a little bit sad. Okay, they don't have another play. That's great, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and... How do I want to do this? So if I... Oh, man. This is a tricky one. So if I attack, I'll have 4 units left over, each getting +3/+3, which is 4, 8, 12, 18, 25. That's technically lethal. But I need a unit to die. Oh man, this is tough. This is very tough. All right, let's just deploy the blue leader. Hit the Naboo Royal Starship. Okay, let's go with Poe Dameron. Attach it to the blue leader. Heroic Sacrifice. Wow, they had it all. Man, they had a space unit. I was like, okay, if they have a ground unit, we can defeat and get the Unity of Purpose going. This is a tough matchup as well, especially since they had such an aggressive start with the Luke. But the fact that we couldn't get a unit defeated so that we could return something with the Bale, get the Unity of Purpose. Man, if we had Unity of Purpose or like Figure of Unity or something to buff up our team, I think we would have crushed this game. But we just didn't quite have it. We performed pretty nicely, though, pretty interestingly. It was very, very close. It doesn't seem like it's close because they have 12 HP, but yeah, the droid manufacturer having so much less HP than the Data Vault is always a troublesome kind of thing to beat. But Unity of Purpose doesn't really care. Like, it just cuts through any HP base, really. We just needed to draw it. And we did, but we just couldn't get it back from our resource pile, so close. Next up, we've got some capital ships coming into play. Let's see what we can do. This looks like a pretty good hand for what we're fighting against. I'm going to resource the Dracelian commandos and then probably the Captain Typho. I'm not expecting my opponent to really have all that much interaction for us. And we have a very aggressive curve out, right? This allows us to get in a ton of damage. We're going to go turn 1 Gunji, turn 2 Oppo, turn 3 Naboo Royal Starship, which would be really quite excellent. Although the Gonk Power Droid's always scary. That thing is always scary. The question is, do I want to go Oppo or do I want to go Kino Loy? If I go Kino, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 units that were exhausted. 5 units that are exhausted. So technically Kino would be better. Technically, right? With the... Yeah, I think Kino's actually better than Oppo. Now, it's a little bit more risky because we don't know if the units are going to survive. Okay, there is a Super Laser Technician. Do they have a 1-drop as well? No, they don't. Oh, and Mina Bonteri, huh? Let's go and kill the Gonk Power Droid. Kino's already a 2/5. I can go Inspiring Mentor and Mina Bonteri here over the Naboo Royal Starship, which I think I prefer. Oh wow, this is tricky. Let's do that. Create 2 battle droid tokens. We're gonna pass on the Naboo Royal Starship. Kino's a 4/5. This is pretty sick. Kino doing some work here, huh? MC-30 Assault Frigate. Okay, let's go ahead and Inspiring Mentor. Attack, give an experience token over here. Mina Bonteri, attack in for 7. Nice. Nice. And we even drew the Unveiled Might to just deploy on something. It doesn't have to be anything specific, but if they kill off Bale, that's fine. I don't really care if they kill off Bale. They can. Overwhelming Barrage is 7 damage. They can kill off a lot of things here, like Gunji, Battle Droid, Mina Bonteri. Like, that's a crazy situation, right? I mean, Overwhelming Barrage is always scary up against us. This is basically the only card that opponents can play to actually compete. They decided to kill Kino. That's super surprising to me. Interesting. I would have expected them to go a different path. I mean, Kino's good, but Kino doesn't get as good, isn't nearly as good if you're killing off all the other units. They can kill off a battle droid token, I suppose. No, they're just going to attack base. Sure. Get in, restore 1. Ooh, Figure of Unity and Admiral Akbar. I mean, I think I'll just keep both in hand. Figure of Unity on Mina Bonteri or Bale does some work here. Do they have another Overwhelming Barrage is the question. I mean, Overwhelming Barrage is an incredible card. if they have another one that can be a little bit scary, they could also just straight up play like a red Devastator. They can't play the green Devastator, which means Mina Bonterry is probably safe. They could have a Fulminatrix to kill off Bale. If they do that, then I get an experience over on Mina and then put Figure of Unity and I win. So that's nice. There's a DRK Probe Droid. Interesting. Let's just get in some damage here. And let's set up lethal with the Mina Bonterry. Okay, they don't have anything. GG. GG. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Into the next one, and we've got ourselves another matchup up against Piet Red. Well, we'll see what we can do here. I like the other battlefield. I mean, I think Blue Leader's pretty irrelevant. We'll see if they attack. They will. We will knock out the Gonk Power Droid, and then we'll see what they have as a follow-up. They could have the Super Laser Technician, which would always be pretty good. They have the MC-30 Assault Frigate. That's always a solid one. Always a solid one. Let's pass. Unveiled Might into the resource pile. I think I'll just play the Unveiled Might here. Let's just start getting in some damage. I mean, we need to kind of rush them down. Dornian Gunship. Wow. Okay. I mean, that is aggressive. That is aggressive. Let's deploy. Let's discard the Mina Bonterries. And then let's play Unveiled Might on Bale. And then let's attack in for 5. Let's pass. Okay, I mean, in this turn, I mean, we've got... I think the Admiral Akbar is going to be the weakest. They can deploy some big units here. I mean, they're getting in for 10, right? That's a lot. But we do have the Figure of Unity on Bale. Oh, man, they have Overwhelming Barrage. That's probably GG. Like I said, this card is disgusting. If they happen to have a curve out that they can Overwhelming Barrage, it is what it is. There's not a whole lot that we can do about it. And that's exactly what has happened both games. That said, I mean, it's just disgusting. It is what it is. Like, it is just gross. They do not need to do anything. They do not need to deploy. All they do is they just claim initiative, right? This thing has 6 power. They just kill us, right? GG. GG. Overwhelming Barrage. Disgusting card. Up against Yoda next. Man, that last game we actually would have won if we had the initiative, because we would have been able to kill the Gonk Power Droid before they did anything. So super, super close, but you know, no cigar. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see what we want to do here. Unveiled Might's going to be the easy resource. I like Figure of Unity generally. And I think it's actually going to be a good matchup for it. I think Command's actually pretty weak. Kino Lloyd looks pretty good. Mina Bonterry into Kino seems like it's going to do some work. And I do like Inspiring Mentor in general. So I'm going to keep that as well. We'll see what we can do here. They've got Yaddle. We've got Mina Bonterry. Basically same card, but ours is better. That's what I like to say. Let's pass. There's a Unity of Purpose. In that case, I'm going to keep the Command, because I'd rather go Command to set up for a Unity of Purpose afterwards. We deploy Bale. Okay, they're going to attack in for 2. Kind of surprised that they're attacking just immediately, but maybe they have something to deploy with a Force Synergy. I don't think that they would have on turn 2, but there's a Mina Bonterry. Kino Loy comes down for us. Let's pass. We've got a resupply. Don't need that because we've got Command. Command, we can put experience tokens on either Mina Bonterry or Kino, but we can't actually hit the Yaddle or Mina Bonterry since they are unique units. I'm looking to ramp anyways, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So if I go with the experience over on Mina Bonterry, I will be able to avoid Fell the Dragon or Takedown. So they would have to have like Shatter Point, which they could have, but at least we get to draw a card if they do. Captain Typho, huh? Okay, let's deploy Bale. Should have put the Jar Jar in the resource pile. Captain Typho is going to do some work here. Okay, let's go ahead and kill off our Bale. They can reveal to start healing. Okay, I mean, Captain Typho is good. It's a good card. I mean, that Sentinel is an absolute blocker here. Okay, we'll kill off Mina Bonteri. Let's see if they want to draw a card. Again, we don't really care about all the stuff, because as long as we get to the Unity of Purpose, we are all good. Do they kill off Mina Bonteri? We do get to draw a card, which is nice. I think I could wait another turn. I didn't resource something because I want to make another turn where I deploy Bale. Blue leader. Okay, what do I want to return here? Is it command? Figure of Unity? Tough choice. Let's attack with a battle droid just to kind of stall out the actions here. Blue leader, huh? Okay. I mean, it's a good, it's a reasonable play. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a reasonable play. We're going to return a card, deploy Bale, get Admiral Ackbar, kill off the blue leader. Return the Figure of Unity here. Oh, wait, I can't. Of course. Oh, I'm trolling. That was such a troll. Yeah, I trolled. I was thinking I could do both, but I can't. Of course I can't. Oh, no. That's okay. It's okay. We happen to draw another Figure of Unity of Purpose, so I think we can still win. Jeez, that was a big troll. I should definitely have deployed Bale over trying to return a card. I was just trying to go for the most value, but obviously I can't. Resupply carrier. Wow, okay. They're going to get Yoda down. Let's deploy Bale. Discard. We can create some battle droid tokens. We're going to pass on everything here. They can kill off one thing. I mean, that's going to be pretty good for them. They killed off the Admiral Ackbar, so we get +2/+2 to all of our different units here. Let's go with Unity, Figure of Unity here. No unique units on the board to shrink down the Unity of Purpose, but they're going to keep killing. Okay, no resource here. We'll see what my opponent wants to do. Captain Typho can definitely... Oh, man, Yoda. Yoda's so obnoxious. It's fine. I mean, it's just disgusting what they've got going on over there. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. We can get through it. We can get through this. Okay. Let's see what my opponent's got. So much interaction, so much Sentinel, so much nonsense. If I deployed Bale, I think I could have won, though. So probably my mistake. I'd have to do the math on the whole thing, but Captain Typho returns, huh? Let's go ahead and deploy Bale. Create 2 battle droids. Pass. They didn't kill. Okay, we're going to Unity of Purpose. I'm surprised they did not kill our Captain Typho. Is that GG? It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close. So what we could do here is just attack Captain Typho here. They can heal 1. We get 5, 15, 22. It's a little bit short here. It's a little bit short. Okay. They're going to get in for some damage. Okay. Unity of Purpose can come in again. It can come in again. They've got a lot of restoring, though. Ooh, this is so close. It's actually so close. Unity of Purpose Part 2. Oh my gosh, how many Captain Typhos can you have in one game? Someone stop this man. I mean, every single attack can restore for them. And they just attack base and they probably win, right? Because they can restore 2 and it's GG. So they still win. Dang, the Captain Typhos were absolutely brutal. It's just healing off Captain Typho. GG. It's GG. We can't do anything. There's so much healing. Oh, we could. If I had not messed up that one turn, we would have won. We would have won for sure. But I did. And the home won. And they just had a fantastic situation up against us. Jeez, that was so close. All righty, into the next one. We've got Palp Blue on the opposing side of the battlefield. This looks like a pretty solid hand, actually. I really like Captain Typho. So I think I'm going to resource the Poe even though I want to keep Poe because it's 2 units. It's so nice. Masamida coming in. Let's pass. We've got Jar Jar into the resource pile immediately. See if they attack Masamida here. I am expecting that they will. They drew a Lothwolf. All right, let's trigger. We will grab, I suppose, Mina Bonteri. Let's claim. Okay, Dracelian Commandos, easy resource here. I mean, we're just generating units right now. And honestly, if we play this like I'm going to generate unit, you're going to generate a unit, it's totally good for us. Okay, let's grab, I suppose, a Poe Dameron. Takedown, huh? Wow, takedown's good. Takedown coming in. Let's go ahead and create some Battle Droid tokens. They can knock out Masamida and draw a card. We're going to kill both of their units. And then we'll pass. Okay, we got another Oppo Rancisis if we want to play that. I think Command's pretty weak here, to be honest. We'll see what my opponent's got as a villainy card. They got Bazine. Wow, they took the Unity of Purpose. Yep, Unity of Purpose gone. That's okay, though. We have options. We have options. I mean, it's clear the Unity of Purpose. I mean, there's no other option. Ooh, Figure of Unity is what we drew into. All right. Pretty good save right there. Okay, let's go 2 into base. We'll go with boom, attack, attack, pass. Jar Jar has the resource here. Another takedown. Man, my opponent's on the takedown hype here, huh? Okay. I mean, you know, it is what it is when your opponent's got all the removal options. Takedown's not a really common one to see either. I should have attacked with the Oppo Rancisis, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's go ahead and drop in another Oppo Rancisis and a blue leader. Pass. They're going to have Super Laser Blast shortly. I mean, obviously they're playing Super Laser Blast. Let's be honest here, guys. They got another Bazine. I mean, sure. They can take anything. I don't really care. Doesn't really matter here. In fact, I don't think they should take... Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's why I mentioned they probably shouldn't, but it's fine. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyways. We're gonna do Royal Starship. We're gonna go Jar Jar. +2/+2 to the Bale. I know I had to discard the Unity of Purpose. I mean, again, I could have passed and kind of done that thing, but I think we win here. Oh man, I'm a little bit of damage short. That's okay. Super Laser Blast. Wow. Who would have guessed it's a Super Laser Blast? Okay, let's go with a deploy here. Let's go Dracelian Commandos. Play Jar Jar. We'll give +2/+2 to Bale, I guess. Do they have another Super Laser Blast? They can keep Super Laser Blasting us, I suppose. They're going to need to do it a lot. We got in so much damage last turn. Like, everything is lethal, which is always nice. Got the +2/+2 on Bale, so they can't go like Vigilance if they are playing Vigilance to heal and kill the Bale. I mean, this is a lot of pressure for my opponent. Okay, I mean, they're gonna go Qui-Gon. We'll put Dracelian Commandos on top, and we'll claim. They healed. Okay, let's go ahead and hit in with Jar Jar. I mean, we have 2 units here with Battle Droid to win the game. Qui-Gon ended up being pretty powerful. Okay, so they're gonna go Anakin. I mean, we're gonna deploy. We're gonna deploy. We're gonna deploy 2 Battle Droid tokens, Naboo Royal Starship, Dracelian Commandos. Pass on the ambush. Now they have to kill Bale, or they lose. And if they claim, they lose. If they kill Bale and we claim, they lose, unless they have some other thing to play. So I don't really know what they could be playing here that would allow them to win. Ooh, Chilton is actually one of them. That's actually crazy. That is a big old Sentinel is the way to go, for sure. But we do have Naboo Royal Starship to win the game here. So that was really close. I mean, really, really close. Really, really close. Fun game. Wow, super close. All right, what did we learn with Double Green Bale? It was a lot of fun, and we got to play with some cards that I have not played with a long time, okay? Things like Oppo Rancisis, which we never see anymore. We've got cards like Poe Dameron in here. Masamita is always fun to play with. And then, of course, the brand new ones. We saw Kino absolutely pop off one of the games. Jar Jar just keep coming back, giving that +2/+2. Captain Typho putting up that massive Sentinel. This was good for us and for our opponents. Our opponents just completely dominated with some of this Captain Typho action. Of course, Unity of Purpose came in clutch in some of the games. We actually lost in a double Unity of Purpose matchup because of Captain Typho. So really, really good card there. Bale just kind of does his thing. And there are some decks that just completely overrun it, and some decks that just can't not deal with all the units he keeps putting on the board. Unity of Purpose is definitely just a gross card, absolutely broken combo card. The question is, can you draw it? That is always the question. Can you draw it? Because there's a very few things that opponents can do to deal with it. Overrolling Barrage is one of the ways, right? And your opponent, if they have a very, very aggressive, like lots of units on the board strategy that outvalue yours, maybe they can deal with it that way. But like I said, if you're just going to go with, okay, I deploy a turn 1 play, it's a battlefield ring. Turn 2, I play Kino Loy or Obi-Wan Kenobi or Oppo Rancisis. Turn 3, I play Captain Typho. Like, they have to get through Captain Typho to kill your other units and kill all the other units because Bale's deploying that turn. I mean, that's a lot to deal with. Now, they could have takedown and start chipping away at your units like we've seen, but it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. So anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all for the next one.